A high top fade is a style of haircut where hair on the sides is cut off or kept very short while hair on the top of the head is very long. The high top was a trend symbolizing the golden era of hip-hop and urban contemporary music during the 1980s and the early 1990s. It was common among young black people between 1985 and 1993 and to a lesser extent in the mid-1990s. The high top fade was and still is commonly called just a flat top due to the great likeness of the two styles. In fact, the high top fade could qualify as a variation on the flat top. Origin. In 1980, Grace Jones and then-boyfriend Jean-Paul Agoud collaborated on the cover and artwork for Warm Leatherette. It featured her signature flat-top, high-top hair. In the hip-hop community throughout the mid-1980s, young African Americans leaned towards Jerry curls as simple haircuts without tapers or fades of any sort. In 1984, rappers like Schoolly D and Dougie Fresh had the first, somewhat developed, styles of the high-top fade in hip-hop. However, the hairstyles lacked their geometric precision that characterized the more modern high-top fade styles. In the hip-hop community, one of the first public appearances of the more modern high-top fade hairstyles was in the Tramp video by Salt-N-Pepa, released early in 1987. In this video, the dancers could be seen with this hairstyle. They can be also seen dancing in a new Jack Swing style form based on the wardrobe and choreography, which was not seen in other hip-hop and R&B videos at the time. In the mid to late 1980s, the haircut was often credited to Larry Blackmon, the lead singer of the band Cameo. Blackmon had a hairstyle in the mid-1980s that was the forerunner to the high-top fade, with the tall square flat top but with slightly longer sides and back. There are numerous examples of rappers referring to the hairstyle as a cameo cut between 1987 and 1990, the most notable being in the Ultramagnetic MC's song Give the Drummer Some from 1988, where CEDG, who had a high top fade at the time, says, "'Cause I'm a real pro, with a cameo, and not an afro." Growth in popularity. By 1986, many young African American people, especially in the New York City, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia areas, began to follow the high-top fade trend. At this time, high-top fades became more geometrically defined, becoming more massive and high, along with differences in shape as well as more designs. More music videos released from the fall of 1987 to the spring of 1988, such as I Don't Care by Audio 2, Too Hype by Kid and Play, Move the Crowd by Eric B. and Amp Rakim, Paper Thin by MC Lyte, Rising to the Top by Dougie Fresh, Do This My Way by Kid and Play, and Ain't No Half Steppin' by Big Daddy Kane, shows examples of early trends of the more developed high-top fade. In EPMD's You Got to Chill, several dances and the DJ can be seen sporting high-top fades in the music video. Different sub-styles emerged around the same time, such as the Gumby or Reagan. Many of the teenage cast members on the films Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman and Spike Lee's To the Right Thing could be seen wearing these Gumby-shaped hairstyles. Recording artists such as Bobby Brown, TKA and Coro also wore the high-top fade. From late 1988 to 1989, the high-top fade was the symbol of the rap culture at the time. Rappers such as Kid and Play, Big Daddy Kane and Kwame were internationally famous for helping promote this trend worldwide, particularly Kid and Play member Christopher "Kid" Reed. In late 1988, high-top fades even became more developed. More hip-hoppers and people outside the New York area began began following this trend. This hairstyle also helped define the New Jack Swing movement in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The video, "Fight the Power" by Public Enemy, which was shot in April 1989, shows how much the trend set across the world and was highly symbolic of urban style at the time. Changing trends. The conventional high top began to fall out of fashion in the early 1990s and was changed by revolutionary raid-on monoboride groups like Jodeci, who added slits and unique designs that are still imitated till this day. This style became the staple design set by the group, who were the self-imposed bad boys of raid-on monoboride. The turning point was between 1995 and 1997. Many people who had sported the high-top fade started to move toward other men's styles. Still, the high top remained common among many groups of young adults and teenagers for a few years longer. As for the braided style of high-top fades, it characterized an era of Afrocentricity, of hip-hop and embracing the rap culture. Golden Age MCs like Def Jef and the hip-hop group De La Soul are known for the braided high-top fade styles in 1989 and 1990. Many backup dancers in many hip-hop, dance, and R&B videos could be seen wearing similar hairstyles from 1990 to 1992. This trend continued until 1994, when urban hairstyle simplified into low-cut fade haircuts and cornrow hairstyles. This hairstyle was also a fashion trend of New Jack Swing era. Modern high-top fades. The style began to slowly re-emerge in popularity in the late 2000s as a new generation of black musicians, athletes, and actors began to embrace this hairstyle. A prominent example is Cleveland Cavaliers guard forward Iman Shumpert. The hairstyle even surfaced again in 2012 with the late 1980s, early 1990s style returning. NBA players such as Nerlens Noel and Norris Cole sport high-top fades. The high top has made an appearance in the UK since 2007, popularised by grime artist Temper T. The hairstyle also received some airtime during the second inauguration of Barack Obama, as sported by Barack and Michelle Obama's nephew Avery Robinson.